The Dream at home, overall 13-4, and that includes 2 wins in games at Georgia Tech. Hayes, Little, DeSouza, McCautry, Thomas. On the floor for the Dream, Young, Deladon, Fowles, Prince, and Vandersloot. For Chicago, Mr. Price to put it airborne. And we are ready for the deciding 3rd game underway. And the Sky with the first possession. DeSouza switched out on Prince. Deladon, double. Fights through it. Rebound to Fowles, that's blocked. And out of bounds to Chicago.
Right away, you see defensively, Atlanta with all the attention on Elena Deladon. When she caught the ball, she had 2 defenders there, and then good interior defense there by Atlanta, because Fowles could have had a layup.
Entry to Prince, and she knocks it down from the corner. Nothing but net for Epiphany Prince, who's averaging 16.5 in the series, had 14 here in game 1 and missed her first 7 shots. Different story in game 3. Lob to DeSouza, quick shot, second chance, got it, tie game.
Good screening action down low by Atlanta to get Erica DeSouza free from Sylvia Fowles, because her and Fowles have been hugging each other this entire series. Good,
Thomas with the pressure.
Good pressure by Jasmine Thomas. That's what she did well in game 2 against Courtney Vandersloot. Made her run the offense far out, made her play at a faster pace than she wanted to.
Prince. Here's Young from the wing. And Tamara Young knocks it down. Boy, she shot the ball well in this series, 53%.
Well, looking at matchups, Atlanta starting out with Hayes on Deladon, so Angel McCautry's on Tamara Young.
Angel knocks down a 3.
Bob, she was out here after shoot around. Long warm up today, just taking shots. And now more of a natural matchup with Sancho on Deladon. And we will see Atlanta play some zone as well. Both teams will play some zone, so that's where you'll see more of the mismatches happen defensively.
Angel. Here's Sancho Little, and she connects. We've had 3 field goals in this game by 6 different players. Vandersloot. Courtney's 3, that's long. Young went over the back, but could not keep it away from Angel. Dream in transition. Hayes draws the contact. In game 2, the Dream made a concerted effort to drive the ball into the paint, even in non-fast break situations.
Chicago has to stop the ball, and they have to make that a priority, because with this lineup for Atlanta, they're so quick and athletic. And when Hayes starts on her way to the rim, it's very difficult to contain her. She gets fouled there because she's being aggressive.
One note on Tiffany Hayes, after drawing a ton of foul shots in the regular year, she was just 1 for 2 at the line through the first 2 games. It's these 2. 4 different Atlanta Dream players have scored now, and it's a 9-6 Atlanta lead. Prince off the fingertips of Vandersloot into Fowles. And Big Sill goes to the line. Angel McCautry charged with the first Atlanta foul.
When Sill gets the ball in the paint, one-on-one, you got to send the defense to her. And that's what happens there is Angel McCautry gets there, but she's got to get in position where she does not have to foul Sylvia Fowles, but instead, just make her shoot over you, make her have to think.
She has had a double-double in every game against Atlanta, regular season and playoffs this season. Recovered from off-season hip surgery. She missed the first third of the campaign. Her first point. Fowles no stranger to pressure games. You think about 4 Final Fours in a row at LSU. But The playoffs have not been a part of her history in Chicago in 7 years until last season.
They haven't been a history in Chicago at all. You're right, until last year. And that's one advantage Atlanta has. In their starting lineup, 111 playoff game appearances. And for Chicago, just 20.
Sancho. And Deladon, her first. Both teams with great energy at the start.
And both Sancho Little and Elena Deladon can go inside out. And we haven't seen Sancho post up as much. They've cleared it out for Erica and Sylvia, but she may look to post up Deladon in this game.
Sancho has averaged 7 a game in this playoff series, 12.2 in the regular season.
And you look at the difference for Sancho in games 1 and 2. She struggled from right around the free throw line where she's normally money. Well, she cut her attempts in half in game 2 and made more shots.
Young, the turnaround. Got it. Tamara Young, a double-figure score in this playoff series.
Tamara Young continues to make them pay. Atlanta not making her a priority defensively. They're paying for it.
Air ball from McCautry from behind the goal. Chicago on the push with Young. Deladon. Foul, short. Little clears. On the push, Thomas to the rim. And again, the beat goes on. Take that ball right to the basket.
See, that's a big difference between Jasmine Thomas and Celine Demerrick. Unfortunately, Celine hurt her knee before game 2, so Jasmine Thomas was thrusted into big minutes. But let me tell you this, Bob, she's hard to catch in the open court.
Young's first miss. Sancho clears.
Jasmine told Angel, let's go.
Poked away by fouls. The Atlanta shot clock stands at 9.
Jasmine Thomas will take advantage of you. She's got the speed factor and advantage over Courtney Vandersloot, and if you don't turn and face, she will go right to the rim.
Hayes against Prince.
I like Atlanta's shot selection. Tiffany has a smaller defender on her, so she goes into the post.
15-10 Atlanta. Vandersloot. Blocked and a foul. Jasmine got a piece of the arm. And the Fairfax, Virginia native with her first.
Tiffany Hayes backing Epiphany Prince into the post. We've seen more of a variety from Hayes as of late. She's been doing some things like getting into the post, looking for a mid-range shot, but it was her big three-pointers against the zone late in game 2 that really helped to put Atlanta over the top.
Courtney Vandersloot hit the game winner here in game 1 on Friday night. Didn't scratch in game 2. And she comes back to hit the second free throw.
You know, I think it's difficult for Courtney Vandersloot to make her return in a series like this because Atlanta is so fast. I mean, she feels good coming back from that MCL injury, but they are going to force the issue, and you have got to have full mobility.
Air ball, but Angel's there, and she's fouled by fouls. First on Sylvia, and this will send McCautry to the stripe.
Again, getting into the paint. That is what Atlanta is looking to do. Chicago's got to find a way to keep them out of that red area because when they get in there, good things happen, and that's a fantastic second effort there by McCautry on fouls.
Angel's 4th point. She was dynamite at the line in game 2, hit 13 of 14 on her way to a 39-point night. 17-11. Koki Chapman and the Chicago Sky down 6 early. Jasmine went for the steal, didn't get it. Deladon.
This is that zone 1-2-2 that Atlanta will play against Chicago.
Good job by Jasmine Thomas. Forces a tough runner from Epiphany Prince.
And this is one thing that worked defensively for Michael Cooper's team the other night, going man zone, and sometimes switching in mid-possession. Also the youngest team in the WNBA, average age 23 years old for Chicago.
And when they won here in game one, as Fowles puts it in, it was their first ever playoff victory. 17-13. Jasmine Thomas. Whoa, she goes down hard. And this foul is on Vandersloot.
Jasmine Thomas not happy because she took a hit to the eye in game two. And that was definitely a hard foul, but it was a play for the ball. So right here, Courtney Vandersloot, I don't see anything wrong. That's a common foul, but that just shows how physical this game is.
Third point for Thomas. And here's Allie Quigley coming in for the Sky. Vandersloot out with the two personals. Jasmine Thomas, overall a terrific game in game two. 9 points, 7 boards, and 6 assists.
I found out the morning of that she was going to be starting, so she was ready.
Young has had a solid first quarter.
Well, and she's extended her jump shot, so it's making it hard for Sancho to help inside and then get outside to Tamara Young, which is not really her strong suit.
19-15. Sancho, a little bit of daylight. Angel for the offensive rebound. Post up against Young. De Souza. Atlanta owns the glass. And this one thrown away.
And that's the concern. When Courtney Vandersloot goes out of the game, they just don't look as smooth offensively. And right here, De Souza using that body size. You love that she keeps the ball up high with those strong shoulders so no one can get to it right over fouls. But when Courtney Vandersloot goes out, quickly struggles with turnovers. Fantastic shooter, but I might want to see Prince at the backup point.
And a terrific pass by Thomas. Sancho with 6, and Chicago's going to stop the clock. Atlanta races out to an 8-point lead. They have been the aggressor. Now trailing 23-15. Elena Deladon has scored 2. She's 1 of 3 from the field. And overall, the Sky shooting 46%.
And I'm curious to see how long Pokey will keep Courtney Vandersloot on the bench.
Young is open. Tiffany Hayes the rebound. Sasha Goodland is in. This pass too long for De Souza. So the Dream give it right back, and now Sony Simmel will come into the game for Atlanta. And Jasmine Thomas will go out. No doubt about it. Jasmine Thomas, the spark plug of the Dream the last 2 games.
Yeah, she really has been. I mean, game ball went to her for game 2. Even though McCautry had 39, it would have been tough.
Quickly on a drawn kick. Young puts up a very tough shot. And the rebound to Tiffany Hayes. Shoney. Bullet inside to De Souza. Fouled. Shoots 2. And Goodland all over her. Sasha with her first.
And something interesting to keep an eye on is bench production, because Chicago is without Jessica Breland. Can't go as deep as they normally would be. But Atlanta's been getting quality play from Shoni Schimmel and also from Anika Henry off the pine.
De Souza, her first free throw attempts of the series. Pokey really is in a tough spot, LaChina, because her club is trailing 8. She knows that Deladon has got to get a breather. But you hate to take her off the floor because of the way she spreads the defense.
Well, and I think it's a good thing that Elena Deladon has shown in the past 2 games that she can play quality minutes. Those second halves of game 1 and 2, the pace has slowed down for her. She hasn't been able to get involved in this game very much, but the defense is focused on her.
Quigley misses a three. Young had the rebound knocked out of her hand and taken away by Sancho Little. Tiffany Hayes racing against Quigley, and Allie knocks it out of bounds.
How do you stop the run? Do you smother the outlet pass? Do you send one back?
Now Deladon will come out of the game. As Faulkner returns, Goodland goes out and fouls his back. Deladon is averaging 34.5 minutes in the playoffs, 25.5 in the regular year.
And she hasn't played up over 30 minutes on average since May.
Count the basket, and a foul on Tamara Young. Just a touch on the arm, and Sancho's got a chance for a three-point play.
Great screen by Anika Henry. This is called execution, and you're right, Tamara gets her with the touch, but if you impact that shot, it's going to be a foul. Nothing but net.
Sancho bouncing back big time. She struggled mightily. 3 of 15 in the field here in game 1. Back irons the free throw, and Atlanta has an 11-point lead. Now in the first game, Atlanta was up 12 in the first half, only to see Chicago come back and cut it down to a point at halftime. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Faulkner. Quigley. Schimmel carries it out of bounds.
And Atlanta has struggled with Quigley. You know, she comes off the screen. She's got quick release. She's outstanding at creating space. I'm interested to see if they can stick to her and find her.
Quigley has had a red-hot month of August, regular season and playoffs, coming off 20 Sunday night in game 2. 26-15. Faulkner. What a move. And Jamira Faulkner just left Schimmel in her tracks.
Well, that's what teams will do. They are trying to get Shody Schimmel off the floor if they can, so they go at her and challenge her defense.
Nice pass over the top to Sancho.
And right now, Atlanta taking advantage. Early on, it was Chicago taking advantage of the Tamara Young matchup with Sancho Little, but now Sancho's getting the best of T. Young.
Second assist for Shoney.
You know Shony Schimmel loves the post-entry pass. She's looking to get her bigs involved, and right there just puts enough air on it to get it to Sancho Little.
Quigley. Looking to score. Shoney drops back to rebound and looking to make a play in transition. Tiffany, nice fake. Tried to go inside to Anika Henry. On the sprint, Young the catch and miss. Rebound knocked out by Faulkner, Atlanta ball.
And that's not Chicago's game, really. I mean, they can push sometimes. T. Young is great in transition. That is her game, but that's not really Chicago's system.
And Pokey's looking at that scoreboard. I'm down 11. She's got to get back on the floor.
Absolutely. You need her. You need to get her some touches. She's 1 for 3. And she's got to get more possessions. Right here, Chicago in man-to-man, and they're switching.
And Deladon comes up with a terrific block. But Chicago could not get the ball back. Tiffany Hayes crosses over, and Faulkner fouls her out front with 4 on the shot clock. Boy, that was a sensational block by Elena.
It really is, and that's an underrated part of her game is how she can affect shots in the paint, and that's where Atlanta wants to score, and Chicago did a very good job of that in game 1. The Dream shot a poor percentage in the paint.
Tiffany Hayes with point number 5. Atlanta has gone to the free throw line 12 times in this first quarter to just 4 for Chicago. But I think that is indicative of the pace. Atlanta's been the aggressor and it's been paying off for it.
They'll put pressure on you. And if you're not in position, all you can do is foul.
30-point first quarter. Deladon, little bump and run. Sancho with a clearing pass to McCautry. Atlanta scored 30 points and Angel hasn't got going yet. shut off in the double. Tiffany for 3. 3 seconds. 2. Quickly from midcourt. And a very impressive first quarter is in the books. 30. Could have been 33 if Hayes had knocked that 3 down. What a period for Atlanta. Deciding game number 3 at Phillips Arena. Underway on Fox Sports South. 30-17 Dream.
She has won 2 EuroLeague titles. She won a Turkish championship this past year. She's been a FIBA Women's Player of the Year. She has had quite a last couple of years of her career, really establishing herself as one of the best in the world.
Shoney. And the bench is saying the ball was tipped, but the officials didn't see it. Chicago ball.
And one thing I appreciate about Shoney's game in the playoffs is she's had a very good assist-to-turnover ratio. And it's only her first playoff series.
I suspect the first of many. Thomas with the takeaway. Shoney with the pass. Look ahead to Angel for the lay-in.
Pokey Chapman calls that the quick strike. Atlanta's ability to go from turnover to scoring in the first 4 minutes of the shot clock is outstanding.
Just the second Chicago turnover, but Atlanta has scored on the first 2.
Excuse me, first 4 seconds of the shot clock.
32-17. Prince, no. And we've got a loose ball foul on Chicago. This one, I believe, is going to go on Sylvia Fowles, and it is her second.
Jasmine Thomas is a ball hawk, and her pressure sets the tone for this defense. Angel already knows it's coming, so she starts sprinting out, and where is she? At the rim, finishing where she's best in the paint.
32-17. Vandersloot back in. Prince defending. McCaughtry missing. But Prince is there. A 2-shot foul. First on Epiphany. So back to the foul line goes Angel McCaughtry. And this is a significant shift, LaChina, that we've seen from this Dream Team in the playoffs. During the regular year, Atlanta was dead last in foul shooting at 73%. They start the playoffs tonight, this game 3, the best foul shooting team in the playoffs at 87%.
And one of the better three-point shooting teams in the playoffs as well. It's amazing what can happen when you have a fresh start. But you're right, you know, Michael Cooper has talked about that all year. Free throws. Free throws will win us games. Free throws will help us win a championship. That language has been hit in the head with these players all year.
Angel with 9 points, 34-17. Deladon.
And there it is. Level of difficulty on Elena Deladon's shots is amazing.
Atlanta comes right back. And the new spark plug connects again.
How about Jasmine Thomas? She goes from playing 2 minutes in game 1 to 32, and she has got the swag back, buddy.
36-19. Deladon takes Schimmel to the hole. No shot. As the foul came out front on Shoney, her first.
And this is good action for Chicago. Whatever you have to do, have some patience to get the ball to Elena Deladon.
Angel exits for the first time.
I mean, Jasmine is full steam ahead, and you think she's getting to the rim because that's what she likes to do, but that mid-range is working for her. And she wasn't shooting the ball well at all coming into the playoffs.
Vandersloot finds Deladon. Up and in as Elena's hit 2 in a row, has 6 for the evening. Atlanta's lead is at 15.
She can score from anywhere on the floor. You get the ball in her hands, and she will make something happen.
Betty Ajaban is checked in for Angel. Dangerous pass, but Atlanta avoids the turnover, and Sancho knocks down the jumper.
The patience
A delay game warning has been issued against Atlanta. The next will result in a technical if there is a next delay game against the Dream. 38-21. Deladon driving. Shoney's off to the races. Looking. Waits. Finds Sancho. Of all the options, she made the perfect pass.
Off 1 foot, getting the nudge. But those eyes at the back of her head, that doesn't change.
Wrestled away, but Deladon picks it up and drains a 3. Elena Deladon doing everything she can to keep hope alive for the Sky.
Here she comes.
McCautry coming back in when time allows. Shoney will pull it out of the double team. Ajivan back to Schimmel. Prince. Short with the 3. Deladon, I think, ran into her own teammate. The ball came free. Shoney, no looks it. Inside Anika Henry.
And Sylvia Fowles is still at the 3-point line.
42-24, timeout. Chicago. The push is on in game 3 for the Dream. And Anika Henry stretches the lead to 8. There's a ton of time left. This is Deladon a moment ago. But Pokey has gone to the whip, and she has to. This ball club is down 18 in a deciding game, and they come out of the timeout and throw it away.
I mean, just throws it right into the stands. And Pokey Chapman, from her days at LSU, she's a defensive coach, so it is really killing her that the Dream has 42 points. They also do an outstanding job in scouting.
Tiffany Hayes tips it back in. 50-50 balls all going to Atlanta. DeSouza just got inside on Fowles. Sylvia played topside and it cost her. The pass was the other way.
She gambled to try to get a steal or deflection, and DeSouza had enough of a seal to go baseline.
And a whistle. Angel called for her second foul. She thought she had the steal.
And this is, again, slowing down the pace in the half court, getting execution. Atlanta's got to get the ball inside. You know, when they don't have a run, the ball either needs to go to McCautry or in the paint, because that's where they're at their best. And everyone else can work off of that.
The lead is 20, biggest of the night. Airspace for Tamara Young. And she's up to 8 on 4 of 8 shooting.
She has really found her confidence. She had a shoulder injury a couple seasons ago and wasn't shooting the ball as well, but she's back.
Deflected. Angel last to touch. It's been a terrific battle between Young and McCautry. Angel had her way in game 2. And right now it's 9-8 in terms of points. Angel over Tamara.
Well, and Tamara Young is the veteran for the Chicago Sky team. Even though she's very young in her career, only in her 7th season, they still depend on her for experience and leadership.
Deladon asking, receiving, and will shoot 2.
And you got to work to get that to her early. You know, she's asking for it, and I know you don't want to throw the ball away, but by the time she had caught the ball, Sancho Little peeped out the plan and headed over for the double.
Tiffany Hayes took time to tie the shoes. And Elena Deladon goes to the foul line for the first time tonight. Shoney will come in a moment. Deladon has scored 9. She's 11 of 12 at the line in the series. Incredibly accurate foul shooter. Schimmel for Tiffany Hayes.
Deladon was 11 for 11 in game 2 from the line, and because she takes so much contact. The free throw line, the fact that she's such a good free throw shooter is a good thing for her. She'll be there. She'll be living there through her WNBA career.
No doubt. She was at 93%, second in the league to Danielle Robinson.
And she told us she kept her weight up even when she missed all those games. She would sit in a seat and just lift arm weights, but she ate well and was able to maintain some weight that she put on in the offseason.
Deladon, no. Rebound to Atlanta. Angel. Cross court to Schimmel. Open three. Angel fights for it. Sancho rips it out of there and now dribbled it out. The ball belongs to Chicago. Well, this crowd saw that three from Schimmel. Halfway in and out, they were ready to explode.
This is a physical game. This is WNBA playoff time. Look at this battle for the basketball. Sancho wanting a foul there. Epiphany Prince trying to get in on the action. Let's go.
Deladon on the handoff. Prince. Young. Catch and shoot, no. Schimmel. Head up. Always dangerous in transition. And Angel blocked on the drive. And she and Tamara Young exchange words. The foul was on Young, her second, and we may have technicals coming for McCautry and Tamara.
And I think Angel was upset by the late swipe. Let's see here. Let's see if we can see that one again.
And Angel's going to get a technical.
The play happens. The foul is here called.
Yep. Swipe to the face. And you can read her lips one more time.
I think she said something about the face because Tamara brought her arm down towards the end of that play. But McCautry has to keep her composure. She's the one that ends up with the technical. You know, and both of them are in leadership positions on their team, but give credit to Tamara Young that she did not feed into it.
So Michael Cooper is going to call a timeout, and we'll mark this at 3:42 of the second quarter. The lead is at 15, and Atlanta takes a timeout. We'll be back.
Number 80 has been significant. Take out the first couple of games in this series, but the team that has consistently got to 80 points or closer to 80 points has been the winner.
Shoney cross courts to Angel.
Zone from Chicago.
Angel, end of the clock, buries a three. Her second of the night.
There's one thing you know, you don't want to make Angel McCautry mad. McCautry's on Deladon. They have mixed up how they've defended her, which has probably kept her off balance a little bit.
Sylvia Fowles connects. 6 points for Big Sil, 47-31. Atlanta has dominated the glass, out-rebounding Chicago 18-6.
Now that's just crazy.
Another brilliant pass. The shot off mark by DeSouza, but last to touch it was Chicago. Atlanta will have 7 seconds to work with.
When you control the glass, you control the tempo. 18-6 on the boards. Atlanta advantage tells us this game has been moving a lot faster than Pokey Chapman would like.
Shoney, excellent entry, but the shot missed by Thomas. She can't believe it. Epiphany in transition. Shoney nearly had the poke away from behind. Now Vandersloot gets open. And another rebound for the Dream. Oh, that ball's out of bounds and belongs to Chicago.
Courtney Vandersloot has really looked shaken in this series. She looked strong in game 1. And I don't know if it was all the minutes she's been thrusted into very quickly after coming off of that MCL, but
She hasn't hit a shot from the field since she hit the game winner. That in game one. Quigley fouled. Thomas flipped her on the way by. Second foul on Jasmine. This will send Allie Quigley to the foul line, and she's a dynamite foul shooter, much like Deladon. 88% regular season, 7 of 8 in this series.
You know, Quigley was one of those players when Fouls was missing games with a hip injury, and Deladon was missing games, and Vandersloot was missing games. Quigley was there in the crunch. Her and Tamara Young and a core group of players that really aren't used to holding the house together were consistent in the lineup, and they were the difference between Chicago making the playoffs and not through injury.
Allie fouled on a three-point shot, so 3 free throws. Hayes now comes in for Schimmel. And through all that great work, Allie was named 6th Woman of the Year in the WNBA. Hits all 3 free throws to make it 47-34. Atlanta led by as many as 20 earlier in the second quarter.
And I saw Allie Quigley's coach, Doug Bruno, sitting courtside in Chicago. Boy, was he proud of her.
Tamara Young knocks it out of bounds. Atlanta ball, 6 to shoot. Thomas with 2. Angel the rebound. Green with a fresh 24. And to mid-floor and Jazz Thomas. Sancho against Deladon. Poked away by Vandersloot. Open corner look for Thomas.
She is a game changer. Since she has been inserted back into the starting lineup, there has just been a different energy on the floor.
Sill lays it in. And DeSouza with the foul from behind.
And Chicago's making a push. They've had as big of a 20-point lead, and they could cut it down here right before the half.
Much like they did in game 1.
Yes. And that's just an outstanding look from Deladon inside to foul. I think we're going to see a lot of them passing to each other the next few years.
Well, the one thing about this game, too, LaChana, is Chicago cannot forget to feed Big Sill.
No, at all. And I felt like Atlanta took her away in game 1, and Chicago made them pay. So now they've gotten back to really trying to play her one-on-one. Chicago's got to look to her.
Around the rim and out. And Deladon knocks it away. Atlanta ball. Crowd screaming for a foul. None called. Sancho hustles back to the other end. 1:30 left first half. 49-36.
Another change of defense zone from Chicago.
Zone buster. 3-pointer for Jasmine Thomas.
The Duke Blue Devils are smiling wherever they are because this young woman is putting on quite a performance on a big stage.
Tamara Young shoots over Angel and hits. Young with 10. 52-38, final minute, first half. Speaking of Jasmine Thomas, she will join LaChina in our halftime conversation.
What an outstanding young woman. You know, on that West Coast stretch when Atlanta went out, she had played some of the worst basketball. I mean, she was really struggling to get into a rhythm. And as she bounced back in a major way and been ready.
Deladon gets it back and fires a 3. Good. Elena with 15, her second 3. She has scored 13 in the second period, and Chicago's within 11.
Atlanta's defense has not been as stellar here, especially against Deladon in the second quarter.
Angel going to work on Young. Now feeds it inside. Anika Henry bumped, blocked by Sill, and a foul on Chicago. This one goes against Elena Delle Donne. And just when it looked like Chicago was going to escape a last-second shot by Atlanta, the foul will send Tiffany Hayes to the line for 2.
And I think that was just a frustration and maybe even a fatigue foul there by Delle Donne.
Tiffany Hayes, a perfect 4 for 4 at the line this evening. But to the broader point, LaJohn, that you made about Chicago defensively, they've given up 53, maybe 54, and 55% shooting.
When you have as many possessions as Atlanta has had, and 18 points in the paint, 12 fast break points, and you're controlling the glass, you can put up numbers like that.
Faulkner, and that'll cost her. Just that little pressure by Ajavon denied the rookie from Southern Mississippi an opportunity to get the ball down the floor for a final shot. Still huddled around their benches. Now the Dream breaking away from the bench area. Arlene Thompson, Michael Cooper, Teresa Edwards on that Atlanta bench. Regular season champs in the East. Starters come out, led by Angel McCoughtry. Chicago, the 4th seed, breaking away from head coach Pokey Chapman. All eyes, of course, on Elena Delle Donne. Exploded for 13 in the second quarter. Dream ball.
Bob, the official stats has Chicago with 3 turnovers. I just find that very low from what the game we just watched here. I might have to go work official stats here.
Angel had to split 2 defenders. Just one of your many responsibilities.
Yeah, you know, I can take over stats if that's what I need to do.
54-41, Prince. In a relatively quiet offensive first half, and now fouled by DeSouza. Prince only scored 2 points in the first half of play. Epiphany averaging 16.5, and a quality scorer normally looks for her shot a little bit more than we've seen tonight. He was just 1 of 4 in the first half.
In the third quarter in game 2, Atlanta shot 69% from the field. So Chicago's got to make a stand on defense.
Vandersloot coughs it up, and Sancho is fouled by Prince. Second on the Chicago 2 guard.
It will be very interesting to see how Chicago's young backcourt responds with both Prince and Vandersloot in the second half.
Jasmine Thomas poked away by Vandersloot. Shot clock at 7. Angel, Sancho, open, Jasmine Thomas. Sancho fights for the rebound. Second chance opportunity, and another offensive rebound for Atlanta. The Dream had 8 in the first half. Angel. Good ball movement, but Sancho couldn't knock it down. Erica too strong. Second time she's fouled. And again, Atlanta just continues to dominate the glass, and it saved them this trip down.
Atlanta really being patient, and you see Sylvia Fowles has to come out to contest, and that's how she gets out of position to help on Eric on the inside. When the ball moves like that, you're scrambling, and Fowles is out on the perimeter, not really where you want her.
Epiphany Prince with their 3rd foul. DeSouza at the line, 8 points and 4 rebounds so far in 14 minutes. Had only 1 rebound in game 2. Odd. For the Dream's leading rebounder. 56-41. And Angel picks off the pass intended for Delle Donne. In on Prince for the lay-in. Pokey Chapman is not hesitating. She gets Allie Quigley up to the scorer's table. Fouls on the deck. Rebound, Sancho. Sancho, the KO, took an extra step.
Yeah, she got excited. Sancho tried to get that off. She could feel the defense breathing down her neck. McCautry just getting in the passing lane, so aggressive.
It will be Prince to exit with 3 fouls. Angel right to the hole for 14. 58-41. Quigley. Stolen, yes. Knocked away by Angel. Tiffany Hayes got to that left hand. And the Sky take a timeout. Atlanta runs it up to 19.
Transition defense.
From behind, Angel McCautry with a poke away. And Tiffany Hayes.
Well, Atlanta is clicking on all cylinders here to start the third quarter, and it started on the defensive end. Watch Angel McCautry at the bottom of your screen. She had Deladon, but when she comes over to help on fouls, she just decides to impromptu trap and uses her aggressive play to create that turnover, and that's when Atlanta just starts to work off of their instincts, and they've covered each other on the backside.
LaJohny, you pointed out Chicago's low turnover total in the first half. They have matched it here in the early moments of the third quarter. They've turned it over 3 times. Boki Chapman's club has yielded 6 points off those turnovers, and they've missed their only shot, and now they are staring at it big time, down 19.
Well, see, Bob, I kind of said, you know, all the turnovers in the first half, because that's what I felt, but it must have been that I was forecasting third quarter. I just knew that they were losing it on the offensive end, and it was going fast in the other direction.
Possessions critical now for this Chicago team. They dial up Deladon.
They've been changing up who's defending Deladon, which I think is an outstanding idea because it makes her think.
And Sancho with the double team, tie up for a jump.
Atlanta made this change in game 1, and it really helped to slow down Atlanta by putting Angel McCautry on her because she likes to get in her. And then Sancho also right there with the help. Good teamwork.
Jump to restart it. 9 on the shot clock. And Chicago has to go quickly. Alley. Got it. Quigley's first field goal of this game. 60-43. Erica was not looking for the pass. Atlanta's 8th miscue. Vandersloot against Hayes. Deladon. Angel right there applying pressure. Courtney. Young driving. Erica with the challenge and the foul. 3rd on Erica. So Tamara Young to the line.
Erica's just got to stand straight up and use her size to contest that shot. She's 6'5", and Tamara Young would struggle to shoot over her. Just stand there.
Tamara now 2 of 5 at the line in this series. She shot 56% at the line in the regular season. Out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Went to Laney High School, Michael Jordan's high school home. Misses 2 big free throws here to keep it a 17-point spread. Short clock for Jasmine Thomas. Deladon knocks it away on the block. 2 seconds to shoot for Atlanta.
And right there's got to be some handoff action from McCautry. You want to get the ball in her hands late in the shot clock. If she's being denied, take the ball to her.
Looking for Angel. Can't get it to her. Now they do. Quick shot. Hit the side of the glass. Deladon. Pull up. Hot potato. Fouls has it. Pick and roll. Vandersloot carries it to the other side. Now to Deladon. Young got it.
Tamara Young has been in the right place at the right time. Things aren't pretty for this team on offense, but she is making plays when they need them.
15-point lead for the Dream. Approaching the halfway mark of the third quarter. Jasmine Thomas.
Dream has to be careful not to fall for fool's gold. Every possession counts down the stretch. You got to go with the percentages.
Vandersloot fouled on the drive by Tiffany Hayes.
And while I say that, Tamara Young's knocking down jump shots. So it's like her and Jasmine Thomas, whoever's X factor is going, they're putting it up.
Shoney comes in. Deladon exits. Prince comes back in. It has basically been a 6-person rotation for Chicago. Goodlet 1 minute, Faulkner 3. Quigley the only sub getting any significant playing time. Prince, corner shot, no. Rebound tipped in the hands of Young. Vandersloot tees up Prince again in the corner. Epiphany, nice ball fake, charges. And that's her fourth.
She started second-guessing that outside shot. If you've got it, you got to put it up over Sancho because her length is going to hurt you once you get into the paint. But instead, it's Tiffany Hayes taking a charge. She unofficially has more charges than anyone else on the team. I'm just putting it out there. She knows how to get in the right place.
Schimmel inside, nice pass. Thomas, no. Erica, yes. Atlanta continues to dominate the rebounding.
18 second chance points.
62-45. Where will Chicago go for points with Deladon on the bench? How about Big Sill? And Atlanta collapsed the D. Foul on the Dream.
Feed the beast. Ball goes into Sancho Little. I don't know how she saw Jasmine Thomas, but again, just the effort. See, once you get Sylvia Fowles out of position, then Erica can get to the glass. And that's, again, the defense scrambling.
First foul on Little. Prince can't connect. Epiphany now 1 of 6 and 0 of 2 from 3. Sancho, a double-double now, 14 points and 10 rebounds.
Sancho Little talks about how hard it was for her to miss most of last season. She only played in 6 games because of injury.
How about that pass?
Making up for it.
Better D by Vandersloot. Chicago comes away. Quigley, that's offline. Rebound to Jazz.
See, it's very hard for Chicago when they don't score because then the pace gets out of their control.
Cooper the play call. Schimmel with a long look at the other end of the floor. Now Atlanta getting into it with 10, 9, 8 on the shot clock. Inside, catch it, shoot on the lob to Tiffany. If you can find a way to get open, Shoney will find you.
Just a little nod of the head. They connected over the top. Bam.
Prince. Oh, Sill with an excellent roll to the hoop. Didn't get it to her. Young lopes in and scores.
Tamara Young. And she thrives in games like this because she loves physical play and thrives in transition.
64-47. Deladon to the table. Shoney working on Vandersloot. Hangs, can't hit. Rebound, Sylvia Fowles. Her 8th. Vandersloot for 3. And Chicago, for all that good shooting in the second, they've gone cold again in the third. Shoney pushed off. That's going to be an offensive foul. Extended the arm and picks up her second. This is our Bexell shot of the game.
Just a little play between Shoney and Tiffany Hayes, using that size over Epiphany Prince to get loose. That's just basketball.
If you can find a way to get open.
Shoney's going to get it to you. 5 assists in 12 minutes of play. She delivers.
Young. Fouled. Sancho. No, Anika Henry. Her first. And 2 free throws for Tamara Young. You know, one of the pillars, along with Sylvia Fowles in Chicago, 7th year in the league and went her rookie year in trade. And she has become a dependable scorer and performer in Chicago.
Absolutely. And right now, Pokey Chapman is trying to help this young team figure out how to get into a rhythm.
Tamara Young is 0 for 4 at the foul line.
And those are momentum baskets. You know, if you're trying to make a run, every free throw counts.
Jamira Faulkner has now come in for the Sky. McCautry working on Young. Low dribble and a bump. The push against Young results in her 3rd foul. Hayes back for Jasmine Thomas. All 5 Atlanta starters in double figures in scoring. Little with the double-double. Young and Deladon have combined for 29 of Chicago's 47. Hayes. Angel into the clock. Spins. Foul. Fourth on Young. So Chicago working itself into some foul difficulty. Epiphany with 4. Tamara Young with 4.
Well, Tamara Young and Angel McCautry love playing against each other. And I say love in opposite language.
Yeah.
But they both bring out the best in each other. And they go possession for possession.
McCautry now with 15. Coming off 39. Courtney Clements coming in for the Sky. McCautry now owns 3 of the top 4 scoring games in WNBA playoff history.
She's an animal, and when the stakes are high is when she really loves the game the most. And we've seen here, we sat here courtside her entire career, Bob, and just watched her marvel in crunch time.
Deladon. And a push. Anika Henry. Upset. Coops upset. Henry nailed for her 2nd. .124 left in the period, and Deladon to the line.
Was excited to hear that Elena Deladon plans on participating in the U.S. trials. She does feel healthy enough to do that, and I really don't see how she won't make the women's national team. I mean, she's that good, and very happy to see that her health has held up here for her to get back involved in the game at the right time, because this is the stage for a player like Deladon.
And is not going to have to play a ton of minutes on an all-star team like that.
Yes, absolutely, but she can get into the system and start getting used to playing with those vets who have been doing it for many years.
Angel, nice pass, and Anika lays it in softly.
No backside help.
Faulkner fouled.
Angel McCautry draws Sylvia Fowles just enough on that backside, and Fowles has had to commit to help quite a bit in this game, and when she does, they are naked on the backside.
Jamira Faulkner, the rookie from Southern Mississippi, was an 84% free throw shooter Averaged 8 points a game in a rookie season and pressed into way many more minutes than the Sky had ever envisioned. All the injuries vanished.
She's responded, you know, and she helped them win some key games. Had a big game at LA. She's another player, as I mentioned, Quigley, Tamara Young. Faulkner kept things moving. Sasha Goodlett, Markeisha Gatling. Young players without a lot of experience who had to turn up when they were injured.
Faulkner, a third-round pick. Henry knocked away. Sky have it. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Elena. Quigley missed the three. Now the Dream can hang on to it here and run the clock down a bit as we come to the end of the third quarter.
2 for 11 from long range in Chicago. We talked about the importance, the significance of them hitting outside shots. Hasn't happened.
Angel crosses over Clemens. Squeezes the pass to Henry. Out to Shoney. 1 second. Got it off in time. Just missed the bank. Rebound McCautry with a second to go. And that's the period. 3 quarters in the books at Phillips. And Atlanta will take a 16-point lead. Into the fourth. 30-17 after the first quarter. And Chicago has not yet cut it into single digits. If Atlanta wins, they will host Game 1 Saturday against Indiana. We'll plant that seed and see how it plays out in the final 10 minutes. Sylvia fouls with an easy lay-in.
That's where it's got to go. And Pokey talks a lot about the third side and getting ball rotation. We haven't seen Chicago hit that third side and really get the ball moving a lot. Not a lot of time right now, but I think they must make the defense of Atlanta work.
Erica trying to return the favor. Banks it in.
2 of the best centers in the world.
Chicago cannot trade baskets.
1-2-2. Look here.
Faulkner lays it in. Good quick step. Got her to the hole, and Jamera has 6.
Sometimes when you don't know what to do, you just have to be aggressive. And Atlanta has shown that 1-2-2, gone to man. That has been effective these last couple games defensively for Michael Cooper.
Pull up for Angel. Sill with another double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds. 3rd straight in the playoff series. Quigley for 3. And again, Chicago's struggles from beyond the arc. Now 2 of 12. Schimmel. Erica fouled from behind by Clemens.
The right idea by Courtney Clemens, but she got there late. What's ideal is that she would rotate quickly enough to get in front of that pass to DeSouza. But even if you do, I don't know if you could do anything about that.
Back to the line, Erica DeSouza. Her first free throws of the series tonight, and she's 3 of 4. 13 points. Sancho Little, Jasmine Thomas in 4. Nika Henry and Angel McCautry to the bench.
McCautry has 39 the other night, 15 tonight, but there's 5 players in double figures for the Atlanta Dream balance.
70, 55. Allie Quigley. Off the Deladon screen, fires and misses. Run out for Tiffany Hayes. With Faulkner back, Hayes to the left hand, just rolled it off that rim. Boy, when she can get to her dominant hand, she is lethal on the break.
You're right, team lefty Tiffany Hayes right here going full speed, nice in and out. That's a cone drill right there with the dribble. But the difficult thing right now for Chicago is that when they're not scoring the ball, they don't really have anything else to go to. They're not a strong defensive team. What I mean by that is they don't really create offense from their defense. So when the shots aren't falling, it's hard for them.
So Coop looking to match up. Henry will go back in the game for Jasmine Thomas. Now Young, Vandersloot, and Prince all come back for the Sky. So Pokey Chapman has determined it is go time. This is it.
Do or die.
Second shot for Tiffany Hayes. (72-55). Good hands by Hayes. Prince has struggled mightily from the field. Inside, Deladon. Young. Glass and good. Tamara was 16. And that is her high water mark of the series, 72-57. Shoney dancing around, gives to Little. To Souza, back to Shoney. And a 3-second violation against Anika Henry.
Yeah, she was camped out on the interior. Just hanging out.
Chicago, for all of its hard work, they are still down 15. Deladon. Count it. Elena puts it in, and maybe that will be the spark Chicago's looking for.
And showing some emotion. Boy, can she take contact and finish. Look at Elena Deladon. Just determined to get to the cup. She's got a player on her back, no problemo.
Shoney's third foul. She comes out, does Schimmel. Thomas goes in. And Deladon looking for point number 20.
Finding space to get off a shot where there is one, where there isn't one, is one of the things that Elena Deladon is best at.
An absolute automatic at the foul line. 72-60. Three-point play cuts it to 12. 7:20 left. Lob to Sancho. And left it short. Knocked out into the hands of Chicago, and now Vandersloot on the attack. That psychological barrier of cutting it down to single digits. Now Chicago's within 10. Timeout Atlanta. And Chicago with emotion and momentum on their side right now. 6:56 to play. Timeout Dream. Courtney Vandersloot.
In the paint, I thought Faulkner gave him good energy, and then when Tamara Young and company got back into the game, and Deladon with this play right here, showing some emotion, really giving her team a boost, and they've gotten into the paint, and that's something they haven't looked to do a lot in the first 3 quarters of the game.
This is as close as Chicago has been since it was 26-17 late in the first quarter. Thomas. Hayes for 3. Short. Fouls, cleans up the rebound, and Atlanta and Angel McCaffrey back in the game. Commits her 4th foul. 6:45 left, and we talked about that psychological barrier of getting it into single digits. That's in front of the Sky on this possession. Vandersloot. Lobs to fouls, and Atlanta breaks it up. Tiffany Hayes waits for her mates. Angel inside to Sancho, and it's out to Atlanta.
Angel lost it in the air, just couldn't decide what she wanted to do with it, go up or give it to Sancho.
Let's go Dream.
Young defending Angel with 4 fouls. Prince also has 4. She's on Hayes. De Souza gives it back to Tiffany. Screens for her. Nice pass. Jasmine Thomas brings it out. Atlanta resets.
The blast.
Offensive rebound number 14. Erica alone. Oh, she's stuck behind the D. And Atlanta found her. Erica was 16. Vandersloot to the cutting Deladon. Got it, and one. Boy, she is special.
I love it. I love the motion. See, right now Chicago's just playing basketball. Pokey Chapman is a coach that plays percentages, and I know there's a plan in everything they do. But right here, Deladon just decides she's going to make a cut to the rim. She has a smaller defender on her. Just play.
23 for a playoff high. 74-65. So there is the 9-point spread. And the pressure now on Atlanta to execute. McCautry. Turning. Missing. Long board to Vandersloot. Vandersloot kicks. Deladon for three. Over the rim. Knocked out by Young. Saved. Fouls. Goes up. She lost the handle. And this ball will belong to Chicago.
What a save by Tamara Young. This energy right now for Chicago. They are getting into the paint. See, Courtney Vandersloot has been able to get right down below the free throw line in the interior of the defense where she can make plays. Now, she's an outstanding passer.
The Dream 2 of 7 in the period. Chicago 5 of 9 playing for their life. Both teams on the brink of elimination. Deladon sandwiched and fouled. I mean, when you put her on the line, you might as well just give them 2 points.
Now, this is a different level of toughness in this fourth quarter than we have seen from Chicago to this point. And I like that they are getting in the paint for high percentage shots. Their outside shots aren't falling. They haven't all game. Get in the paint.
Deladon. Point 24. Elena scored 13 in the second period. This is her playoff high. (74-67). And a pensive crowd starts to make a little noise at Phillips. Dream need a basket here. Dream the Sky rather take it away. Vandersloot gives on the wing to Prince. Epiphany feeling it, puts it up and in. The lead is down to 5. It was as big as 20. And now a whistle, timeout Atlanta.
Chance to get back in transition and get their defense set. And they are good at half-court defense. They can defend there, so Atlanta's got to find a way to get stops. That's the biggest thing right now.
Atlanta scored 30 points in the first quarter. Atlanta has scored 20 points in the entire second half. .4:27 remaining. A deciding game 3 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Sancho Little. Here comes Angel. In and out. Erica fouled on the follow. Boy, that shot by Angel was halfway in the pipe.
And if that foul's on Tamara Young, that's her 5th. And she has been given the assignment of Angel McCautry.
That would be a huge loss for the Sky.
And it might affect the way she can play defense for the last 4:15.
De Souza, 4 of 6 at the line. Back there for the second time in the period.
And we've seen Erica get positioned for good offensive rebounds here in the second half. She's made her presence felt on the glass. Doesn't always get the ball in the half-court sets or even in transition. But she's found a way to assert herself on the glass.
Missed them both. Out to Chicago.
Wow, I don't know about that call. I thought it was clearly hit out by Sylvia Fowles. And another empty possession for the Dream.
Vandersloot brings it over. Deladon, defended by Angel McCaughtry. And Angel a bit too physical, and that's her fifth.
And Deladon was going to go to the line.
Atlanta is over the limit.
Whoever's going to win this game is going to earn their way
Oh my goodness.
to the Eastern Conference Finals.
You are so right. .26.
Hokie Chapman often talks about the adversity that her team faced this season with injuries and such. Well, they faced adversity being down 20 in this game. And guess what? They're right back in it when it counts.
3-point game with 4 to go. Dream need a basket in the worst way. They give it to McCaughtry. She draws a double team. And she loses the basketball. Vandersloot up top to Deladon. Goes to work on DeSouza. Back to Elena. She'll take the three. And make it. And this game is tied. 30 for Deladon. 3:25 left. Angel looking to answer. Puts it up. Off. And now Chicago can shoot for the lead. Prince kicks. Deladon gets around, puts it up and out. No good. Rebound to Atlanta.
Deladon is playing, hustling.
2:50 to play in a tie game. Jasmine Thomas out front.
Atlanta has to execute in the half court once again.
Sancho, high low to Erica, catches on Sylvia, banks it in, and Atlanta leads by 2. 2:31 left. Deladon has been absolutely unstoppable. McCaughtry defends. Angel's got to be careful. Comes up with a steal. Angel takes it home. Atlanta by 4. Timeout, Chicago. Boy, if you're a Dream fan, you had to hold your breath because it looked like McCaughtry had run over Vandersloot. There was no call. The play continued. She got the steal, and Atlanta goes up by 4. Oh, my goodness. If you're a Sky fan, you probably just threw something at the television.
Yeah, and one of these officials, baby.
78-74.
1-2-2 start here for the Dream.
Deladon gives it up. Prince a three. That's no good. Rebounded to Souza.
DeSouza has been major. She missed those couple of free throws, but she has owned fouls here down the stretch.
Now Chicago's got to get a stop. Angel fumbles but recovers. Atlanta plus 15 on the glass. Dream driving. Angel had it knocked away. Prince got a hand on it. 3-on-2 the other way. Vandersloot cross court. Stop and pop. Prince. No! Rebound to Vandersloot. Chicago has it. Prince again for 3. That's it and out. Fouls the follow. 12 points for Sylvia in a 2-point game. Down to a minute 20.
Do you try to find Deladon there for the 3? I thought, wow, they have a lot of confidence in Prince.
78-76 Atlanta. Down to a minute 8. Winner to the Eastern Conference Finals. McCaughtry, a pull-up 3. No good. Rebound Deladon, and now Chicago can tie with a 2 and lead with a 3. And we're in the final minute. Elena steps up to the line and misses. Rebound tipped out. We've got a foul on Atlanta. The foul is on DeSouza, her 5th. And free throws coming for the Sky. Sylvia fouls to the free throw line. Two free throws to tie the game at 53.5. Schimmel in for Thomas. You may see Coop go offense, defense on the sub down the stretch with Schimmel and Thomas.
Absolutely.
Second free throw to tie it for Big Sill. Popped out. How about that? Rebound to Sancho. Crowd going bananas. Angels got the ball. Fouls. Chases her out the mid-floor and fouls her.
He tripped her.
And it's a side out of bounds. That's the fourth team foul on Chicago in the quarter. So the foul to give is gone. And now Angel to play it in. Entry to Sancho. Atlanta by one.
Atlanta going horns.
Schimmel. Driving. Puts it up. And in! The rookie connects! Atlanta by three! Ice water!
It's showtime!
It's her first field goal of the game.
Shoney comes off the screen. And the elevation on that shot, you remember the late shot in game one that Courtney Vandersloot hit on Shoney Schimmel. Well, Shoney gets a little revenge on that one.
She comes out, Thomas comes in. Shoney was 0 for 4 before. 80-77.
And you're right about offense-defense substitution by Cooper. He's going to put Jasmine Thomas in here, taking some pressure off of Shoney on the defensive end. Let Jasmine defend.
Chicago won game one here, 80-77. Atlanta leads this one, 80-77 with 29.5.
You got to think that Chicago's going to try to find Deladon here.
Entry pass to Elena. One-on-one, Angels got 5 fouls. Driving, hitting, 1-point game.
Wow.
32 for Deladon. Shot clock is off, so Atlanta can just hang on to it. Chicago's going to have to foul. And Thomas gets pushed by Vandersloot. .3, and Jasmine Thomas steps up to the line.
3 for 4 from the free throw line last game, and 2 for 2 tonight.
Missed them both. Long rebound. Out. Chicago ball. And they'll advance out of the timeout that they take right here. A 20-second timeout for the Sky. Their last timeout, but they do get to advance the basketball, and they can win the game on this possession. 16.2 seconds remain. Dream by 1.
Hokie putting it all on the table here. Again, I expected to go to Deladon, find a way to get the ball in her hands because she's been money.
And if you foul her, she's 11 of 11 at the line.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get it to her maybe in the post because she's been able to maneuver around the rim.
Young to get it in. Vandersloot, 14 seconds. Here's Elena. McCautry defending. Elena drives it, hangs, hits, and Chicago leads. Timeout Atlanta. Elena Deladon with a virtuoso performance in the fourth quarter. Chicago has taken a 1-point lead with 8.2.
Deladon driving to the interior, using her height advantage over the smaller Angel McCoughtry. That's just gutsy. You want the ball in her hands down the stretch, and holy Delaware, does she deliver.
Elena has scored 17 of her 34 points in the final period. And that basket giving Chicago a 1-point lead. Now the scene shifts to Atlanta for a final shot at 8.2 with a chance to win the game.
Well, we said at the very beginning this would be about the shining stars. And I would imagine that Cooper's going to find a way to get the ball in the hands of Angel McCoughtry for this final play.
Both teams over the limit. The Dream do have an additional 20-second timeout. Chicago's out of timeouts. The Sky behind Deladon have outscored Atlanta 30-14 in this fourth quarter. Now the Dream, fans standing. Atlanta looking to win it. Entry to Schimmel. 7, 6. Shoney gives it to Angel. Angel turns a corner, fouls, breaks all over. The leader is bouncing out, and Chicago wins. An unbelievable comeback by the Chicago Sky. Down 16 points coming to the fourth quarter. Behind Deladon, they rally to win it and head to Indiana.